Alright guys, good morning. Welcome again to this new video, and I really appreciate that you clicked on this one again. Can really consider subscribing, liking it, and sharing with your friends if you haven't done that. So today, one thing I would like us to discuss is bringing back our front-end development tool chain. So because I developed these interfaces without you guys seeing how I did it, and the remaining parts of the website I definitely need to retouch the design, or at least bring back what I had. So in order to do that, I need front-end tools, so mainly CSS and JavaScript. And for me to bring them back, I really have to do some setup here, because if you look at what I had on PHP Ocean, what I was doing is this. I think I was using GOP. So we start by looking at GOP file. So we can see the tools here I was using, and none of this. So the SAS, I was using SAS for the CSS pre-processing, and this is the script. So the SAS was compiled from the SCSS folder, and then let me check. So this is the JS task. So it goes to Assets JavaScript, and the CSS also goes to Assets CSS. And I think that's all. These are the main things I was doing. So what I have to do is to move all these things to the new folder, which is the last course folder. I would like to call, I think when you look, I have the SCSS folder here, and then I have the JS folder here, and they were all compiled to Assets, CSS, and then JavaScript. So what I would like to do is, if you look at the new folder, we can see on all these assets are stored in the folder called public. So we have public, and I've tried to bring back the same folder assets, just like that, and we have CSS and JavaScript. So if I look at my template and make sure if it is feeding itself from those folders. So when I look at it, I can see that, yeah, the CSS is coming from there. I would definitely have to retouch this file later on, because it's not really, you can still see those lines showing up here. So the next thing to do is to look at my CSS. My CSS is coming from the Assets, CSS, and main. And what of the JavaScript? I think it comes from the same folder. So I can still keep these folders like that. So what that means is when I'm compiling my SAS and my JavaScript, I should just redirect them to the public assets, and if it is CSS inside, it should go here, and if it is JavaScript, it should go here. So to do that, I have to copy. I need the SCSS folder and JS folder, but I won't just take these folders and paste them at the root here. So what I will do is to create a new folder inside the last course here, and call it probably let me call it source. No, I don't want to call it source, because I already have a folder there called source. So I should probably call it front-end, just like that. So in there I will move this folder. So copy, just copy, and then paste here, and also copy JS and paste inside here. And then before that works, I need some folders, which are, I think I don't need Bower. I think at some point I used Bower then, and I think I had to remove it. So I need Composer JS. No, not Composer JS. We are not in PHP here. So I think first of all, let's copy this one, which is necessary. So it goes to front end, paste. Then did I cut it? Okay, so I need packages. copy. Then it goes to front end again, paste. Alright, so what that means is we need these packages, these dependencies, so I need to run npm install to install them, and from there I think I have my gop file. I can just run gop and then have it started and being watched. And apart from that, inside my gop.js file I need to change the destination folder. So here I'm saying that the source for the SAS is located in, let me see, sorry please, so it should be in, I think what I will do is to bring this back a bit. So let me go inside the files here, inside last course, so front end, and this should, and take all this, bring them back here, and remove this folder. That way I have one folder to go to cross, so SCSS. So go inside SCSS, find any file ending by .scss. We don't have to go under two SCSS file, SAS files. So and this time you consider it's no longer SAS, it's instead SCSS. So SCSS. And then for the JavaScript we can keep it like that. And then I think we are good to go. So go inside the files we are going to watch. We're going to look at is JS app.js. We have JS, sorry. So app.js. And then let's see the JavaScript task. So it should compile to, I think this time around we have to come back. So this is the so what this means is go back. So we should go back one step and look for the folder JavaScript assets. I think we need to precise public. So go back one step, public. Then look for a folder called assets and go inside JavaScript and save the final file inside. We do the same thing for the CSS. So go back one step, look for a folder called public, and go inside assets and look for a folder called CSS. Okay. The last forward slash, I don't think it is useful, but let me keep it because it might consider it as a form. So with that done, I could have just copied the my node models, but I would like to try running the, and then let's go cd frontend. Alright, so npm install. So I don't need all this. Alright, so just need to give it some few seconds. We should install the needed packages. So meanwhile, let me confirm things. So I think this sounds like inside the same folder. I think it should be double like this. Yeah, I think this is the current folder slash, yeah. So go back, that's the root folder, and then we do that. Okay. Then we have the CSS, the linting, really not a big deal. So if we are going to, if you are linting it, I think I need the linting configuration folder. think that's here's linked, so I need to copy this file as well. So it goes to Frontend. Paste. What else do I need? I think that's it. That's it for now. Alright, let's check. Wow, this is still on. So I could probably cut this part and just not make you waste time watching this. I can see the internet is not that fast. It's crazy. Alright, and so far. Okay. And meanwhile, let me also look at the app.js file, and this really a crazy stuff. And you can see this file is really busy. And I think then I used jQuery, and I intend to avoid jQuery this time around. I try my best to use vanilla JavaScript. Don't ask me why. I think the main reason is because I really want to practice a lot in terms of vanilla JavaScript. So recently I've started to really focus on just writing anything from scratch. It might be a waste of time, yeah, but I believe I'll acquire some small skills in it, and that's my purpose. It's just about learning. It doesn't really matter much. And then I believe if I learn well enough, I'll be able to make money well enough as well. So first of all, learn, pay the price to learn, take your time to learn. So all these, you can see I have jQuery sticky, jQuery whatever, all these things are just going to go. So I'll definitely remove them. And probably that's the first thing. I'm just even going to clear the whole folder, the whole files and all this. So just clear everything. This advert.js and all this, clear everything and start everything from scratch. So that's the point here. For the CSS, I think everything is written here. Let's see. I won't do too much cleaning here. I think I was already working on it already, so I'll just try to keep it anyway light as much as possible. The UI, and by the way, this folder structure you see here, and I took it from one of my friends from US, Joel Longi, so who created task cell. I think it's a front-end work tool chain, which was based on GOP as well. Then and later on he built the Devil Dust which was actually considering React.js, and I think that one too he has deprecated it because it advised that we should move to React Create app instead. So that's it. So let me look at it. I think we're almost done. So while we are on it, maybe, yeah, it is done. So yeah, we have our node package, node model. So what I'm expecting to have is, let me see, do I have any package JSON? So do we have any script? Oh wait, why am I having packages.json here? Because that's supposed to be for the backend. Alright, anyways, that's supposed to be for the front end, which is correct. So why am I having PHP start something here? That doesn't make sense. So what I'm supposed to have here is probably simply go, and then I'll check I see the default task. So it comes with watch and links as well. So what this means is I could start my pre-processing by just writing npm start, as we just saw it, and just get this like that. What it does is just to run the GOP command, and here we can see that our linter is giving us some small errors so far, but one thing is sure, it seems like it's watching the fast. So let me just try modifying something and see how it goes. So if I just change something here, let me just remove the color and save and see what it gives. So you can see it's already processing the CSS. So in order to see if it works perfectly, I need to change something really considerable. Let me go to the variables and change probably one of the colors. Let me take let me find color one. Not this one. Yeah. So this particular one, let me make it probably red, something huge like this. So it should compile, and then if I go to the site, I should have something happening. Let me go to. So this might be oh, cool. So you can see it seems to be working. And let me bring it back and see. Good. So here we can see that we have our CSS back, we have our JavaScript back as well. Because let me also try with the JavaScript, and this should be here. So JavaScript inside Frontend. Let me just take this and clear everything up there and run it. So the final file, I'm expecting to have nothing inside, so that should be inside public. So Assets JavaScript, and the final file is app. And nothing. So that's it. That's correct. So everything seems to be working fine. So from there, the next task should be to start designing some interfaces. That's all. I hope you understood the reason why I have to do that, and thank you very much for watching, and please consider subscribing and liking this video, even if it's not really that cool, but I just like it. Thank you very much for watching.